So in this video, we're going to compare Samsung's best tablet against Lenovo's best tablet, the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus versus the Tab P12 Pro. Hopefully this video will at least give you something to think about if you're trying to decide between these two tablets. If you're thinking of a different tablet comparison you'd like to see, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always looking for new video ideas. When it comes to the price on these two, the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is normally $850, but you can usually find it on sale. Like right now, it's only $699. Lenovo's new tablet is normally $699, but is already on sale for $630. So about $70 cheaper than Samsung. Both of the versions I have here are 128GB storage, 6GB of RAM. Even though these are sort of expensive when it comes to tablets, these are going to be considered high-end devices by Samsung and Lenovo. And when you're using these, yeah, they definitely feel like high-end tablets. On the Lenovo tablet, you're going to get a Snapdragon 870 processor, where on the Galaxy Tab, you're going to get a Snapdragon 865 Plus processor. I think one area that most people are going to want to compare is going to be the screens on these two tablets, because they're actually pretty similar. You get a 12.6-inch AMOLED 2560 by 1600 resolution on the Tab P12 Pro, 12.4-inch Super AMOLED display on the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. Even though the Lenovo tablet is a little bit larger, I feel like a lot of stuff on there looks smaller than on the Galaxy Tab, almost like it's zoomed out and in desktop mode or something, where the Samsung screen looks a little bit larger, feels more like a mobile version, at least when browsing online. Nice thing is you get 120 Hz refresh rate on both tablets as well. It's going to be hard to beat these two tablets when it comes to watching videos, playing games, pretty much anything you would normally do on a tablet. I mean, these just look really good in person. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Now, if you really want to nitpick, the colors are just a tad different here. Samsung is a little more bluish green tint, and Lenovo is a tad more magenta or reddish hue to it. Now on Lenovo, you can adjust the mode which the display is on to make it have brighter colors, and it's definitely closer to Samsung. It's just you get a little bit better viewing angles on the Galaxy Tab versus the Lenovo tablet. As far as overall brightness, they both seem pretty similar sitting next to each other, but I feel like Samsung is a tad brighter. Again, in my opinion, both of these screens look really good in person. Blacks are nice and dark on both, and everything looks pretty vibrant on both as well. I really don't think you can go wrong with either tablet when it comes to how good the screen looks. Another thing that's pretty similar on these is going to be you've got an S Pen on the Galaxy Tab, Precision Pen 3 on the Lenovo tablet, and even though the build quality is going to be very similar, size and weight is going to be very similar, you do get more of a softer tip on the S Pen, where with the Precision Pen 3, it's sort of a hard tip and sort of feels like you're writing on glass. I don't know how to explain it other than, I mean, I'm not a professional illustrator or anything, but just in my testing when drawing, both seem pretty sensitive as far as drawing in the finer details of things. Now, obviously it's going to be personal preference on which style of pen you like to use, but for me, I sort of like the Samsung one just because the softer tip, I don't know, it almost feels like it gives me better grip when I'm drawing. It's kind of hard to explain until you actually start to draw stuff with both. And there's just something about when I use the Precision Pen 3 where it just sounds like you're tapping the glass with something hard. Almost like if you tap it too hard, it's gonna break. I know it probably wouldn't. It just doesn't feel quite as good as the S Pen by Samsung. So yeah, I'd probably give the slight edge to Samsung. I do like the Precision Pen 3 as well. It's really nice and responsive. You're also gonna get a lot of similar features on this Tab P12 Pro as the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. So I really don't feel like you're gonna miss out on much if you go with the Lenovo tablet over Samsung. And again, it's just gonna be personal preference. I think you just gotta ask yourself, well, what kind of pen do you like to use? I mean, if you don't draw much, it's probably not gonna matter which one you go with. And then software wise, these are going to be a little bit different, and typically you're going to get more updates with Samsung over Lenovo. Although I feel like Lenovo is doing better with their newer tablets. They're actually giving you a timeline on how many updates you're going to be getting. So that's definitely good to see. I do feel like the Samsung tablet might feel a little more polished as far as the software goes. So I like the software on both tablets. You're going to get productivity mode on the Tab P12 Pro, which is going to be somewhat similar to the Samsung DeX on the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. I don't have the official keyboard by Lenovo yet, but the official one for Samsung works really good. Definitely makes it feel like it's that much closer to a laptop if that's what you're looking for. And again, I think it's going to come down to personal preference on this one, which software you like better. I do like the new Google Experience thing they've got going here when you swipe left on the home screen for Lenovo. I don't know about you, but I don't really use the Samsung Free at all that they've got on the Galaxy Tab when you swipe left of the home screen. And yeah, there's going to be some things I like on Lenovo better than Samsung and vice versa. And it's going to be a toss-up on which one I like better. So again, I don't think you can go wrong when it comes to software on these two tablets. I think most people are going to like both. As far as benchmark results go, these are going to be very similar. Both seem pretty fast, nice and responsive, and they're going to be able to handle pretty much whatever you throw at them. And that's also going to go for gaming. You're going to get really good performance on both tablets. Graphics are going to look really good as well. I feel like you're definitely going to want to check these two tablets out if you're wanting a gaming tablet. And games seem to load about the same speed on both tablets as well. Another nice feature that you're going to get on both tablets is quad speaker setups. They both sound pretty good, but when you put them right next to each other, Samsung is definitely a little bit louder. You get about the same bass on both tablets, which typically isn't that great anyways. But if it was me choosing which tablet I would buy just based on speakers, I'd probably go Samsung. Here's a quick sound test of each, just to give you an idea of what to expect. Now I gotta say, a lot of things are pretty similar on these two tablets, but one thing that is not even close is gonna be battery life. Surprisingly, Lenovo dominates Samsung when it comes to battery life. The Tab P12 Pro lasted over 11 hours in my battery drain test. I mean, that's right up there with the Fire HD10 that I've tested. Definitely one of the best when it comes to battery life. And this one might actually be a deal breaker. If you just want a really good tablet with really good battery life, yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna go with Lenovo. Both tablets have a fingerprint scanner, but they work a little bit different. On the Tab P12 Pro, it's built into the power button. On the Galaxy Tab, it's built into the screen. So most of the time, I would probably prefer it right on the power button. But in this case, I feel like it's a little more reliable on the Galaxy Tab. Not really a deal breaker in my opinion, just something I thought I would point out. Another thing to think about is with the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, there's going to be a lot more selection when it comes to accessories, and there's a ton of third-party cases, keyboard cases, that sort of stuff. Since Lenovo just came out, you're probably gonna have to wait a little bit before some of the better stuff comes out for that. And you just normally get more accessories with Samsung because it's more popular. Good thing is both of these tablets have pretty decent cameras, especially for tablets. You're gonna get higher resolution on the Galaxy Tab than Lenovo. Pretty comparable when it comes to photos on these two tablets. Again, good quality for tablets, not quite as good as on some cell phones. I mean, these should be fine for like Zoom meetings, that kind of stuff. I'll give you a few samples of photos and video just to give you an idea of what to expect. Overall though, I think as long as you have good lighting, you should be fine with either tablet. The color seems a little bit off on the front-facing camera for video. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.